Hello, hello to all my Cancerian friends. I am back after a very long hiatus from readings. 2020 was tough for a lot of us. I was not immune to that, but I'm really glad to be back. So if you watched my videos and here you are watching me again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you're new, welcome. So today I am going to start off with a Druid Animal Oracle. Then I'm going to go to my Angel Messenger cards and get you just one word as a focus word for the month. I'm going to draw a card from my new Chakra Oracle deck. It's fantastic. And then from my two tarot decks, one I will get your overarching and underlying energy. And then I'll do a past, present, and future reading. So here we go. All right, so what do we have for Cancer for the month of January? What animal is resonating with them right now? Ooh, my cards are very stuck together right now. It's a tough shuffle. Okay. All right, we've got the Hind here, okay? The Hind. So let's see what the book says. I like this card because it's very springtimey, and I love the springtime, and I love how the light's just shining in on the Hind. It's like that miracle light, oh. So let's see what this says for you, Cancer. So this says, the Hind brings you gentleness and grace of the feminine principle. Whether you're male or female, opening to the qualities of the Hind will enable you to achieve a greater degree of sophistication, subtlety, and elegance in the best possible senses of these terms. Deer and the white hind in particular call to us from the other world, from the realm of fairy, and invite us to look beyond the material, beyond the superficialities of life, toward the heart of things, toward the realm of causes rather than effects. Poised in the moon, or sunlight, the hind invites us to begin an exploration of the other world, of the spiritual dimension of life. So I feel like this is saying, sort of finding ways to get in touch with the more spiritual side of things and not be so concerned with material things at this time. All right. Now I'm going to get you one word from my Angel Messenger cards. All right. What do we have for Cancer to focus on for the month of January? It's so funny. I'm having difficulty shuffling for you guys today. Just you guys. This hasn't happened for any other signs. Okay. And look at that. Abundance is the card that came up for you. And I love this, this green colored theme, right? This is green and this has a lot of green in it. So this could be relating to the heart chakra as well. The heart chakra is colored green. And your abundance can come to you in many different forms, not just money, but, in love, in, having fulfilling, abundant relationships that, have a great give and take to them. So abundance, right? That's what you're focusing on in a positive way, not focusing on lack, but maybe focus on what you do have. Right? And what you have a lot of, and be appreciative of that so that more good things can come your way. All right, so now we're going to get a card from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, and I absolutely love this deck, and I think that you will too. enlightenment. Okay, enlightenment. And just like, I said this earlier about your hind card, how the light is just like shining down on him, right? Like otherworldly, like heavenly. Kind of got the same theme going here where you've got the rays coming, shining down. So to me, this is definitely a lot about getting in touch with the more spiritual side of things and, just sort of inviting, the cosmos to rain their abundance down on you in whatever way that's going to happen. So let me see what the book says here. Okay, so it says, if I seek peace, I must embrace my fears. And the legend here says Topaz is a renowned spiritual teacher. People travel to hear his wisdom. He is journeying up a mountain to seek private counsel with the great servant when a young boy stops him. The boy asks, if enlightenment is to be found in my own mind, how do I get there? The moment before he disappears into the mist, Topaz replies, through your fears. So, an inspiration from this is that at this time your journey is more important than your destination. And remember, if you face your fear, you will grow stronger and that relief awaits. So like I said, focusing more on what you have and what you're grateful for, right? And not, enjoying the journey, enjoying what you have right now. And here is a meditation that they suggest that you do to get more in touch with the meaning of this card, is to write down 3 fears and then close your eyes and imagine those fears staying with you always. Then imagine them one by one walking in faith alongside you. Stride through the garden of fear and allow them to stay behind. What is more painful, keeping your fears or releasing them? The choice is yours. That's a lot to think about, Cancers, and you are very emotional beings and can become very deep in your thoughts. So I hope that card helps you to, kind of navigate things that are going on for you right now. And now I'm going to get to the tarot part of the reading. I'm going to use my Native American Tarot deck to just get your overarching and then your underlying energy for this reading. There's a very sensitive tone to this reading right now. Just all the cards that I have pulled so far, it just seems like a very emotional, like an emotional time, for you at this moment, just trying to process, a lot of emotions. All right, so I'm going to shuffle this a little bit, and then the top card on the deck will be the overarching energy, and the bottom card will be the underlying energy. Okay, stop here. So on the top of the deck, I've got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. So maybe there is something that is very burdensome for you right now, and you feel like you're carrying a heavy load. You feel like, it's too much for you, maybe almost like you're at your wit's end about something, and on the flip side of that, the 10 of Wands can also be pointing towards, having too much of a good thing, which can also be pretty burdensome as well. And then the underlying energy I have is another wand. So we've got the Page of Wands. So this pages are messengers, but they're also kind of like, when you look at the court cards and you see the different levels, they're like the beginners of, the beginning stages. It could represent a child or just being new at something. And Wands is all about your passions, about where you're going, what you're doing, what lights your fire, what makes you, what drives you. And so it seems like you're having trouble with, whatever your passions are. Maybe it could be something to do with your career or your hobby, or maybe wondering if something that you used to do is like it's not fulfilling you the way that it used to in the past. So, which could be causing you to really be emotional and evaluating things and really needing to tap into that spirituality and believe that that light is shining down on you and that good things are happening for you and that they are around the bend. So let's see what we've got going on in the recent past. We've got the Temperance card here. The Temperance card. And we've got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. I feel like I'm yelling out bingo. Sorry, guys. I'm like, Seven of Wands. Okay. One more card for you guys. One more card for the past here. It's this one. And the Page of Wands. So there's that Page of Wands again. You could be dealing with, you're trying to find a balance and you're trying to, maybe you're trying to make something right in regards to, your passions. In the recent past, maybe there was an issue and you're like, I want to try to deal with something in a balanced fashion, but I'm feeling a little bit defensive and I'm trying to figure out what direction I'm going in regards to this. And like I said, when I see wands, it really does. It makes me think of what drives you. I know pentacles can have to do with jobs, but really pentacles are more about money. When I see wands, I think about working as well. But it looks like you really did, harness an energy of, okay, how can I look at this and see it from two sides, or how can I approach this issue, like an adult and, try to be, diplomatic about it. And perhaps maybe the message, with this page here, maybe the message that you were trying to give, either you felt you were defensive or it made somebody else feel defensive when you approached something. So that's what I'm getting from the recent past. Let's look at the present. Okay, we've got the Emperor here for the present. It's too many cards. The Eight of Cups, okay. And one more card. And the Two of Wands. All right, so this kind of gives me an energy of like you or somebody else involved in your world are waiting for something. This is your waiting card here. Like, do I stay or do I go? Like, I'm in charge, I need like either you or this other person is, in charge of making something happen. And it's like, are you going to walk away from something? Are you going to sometimes the Eight of Cups can signify walking away, or it can signify like looping back around into something, but it's almost like there's a choice to be made, like waiting on a decision or thinking about a decision to walk away from something. And it almost seems very like, again, like when I see the Temperance card, I think of diplomacy, but when I see the Emperor, I think of being extremely diplomatic and sort of keeping emotions out of it, even though there could be emotions behind it for you with this Eight of Cups, right? But yeah, this is a very wandy reading today. You got a little bit of Cancer energy and a little bit of emotional water energy there, but really that Emperor is sort of overruling that. It's like, no, whatever this issue is, I have to make a choice. Am I going to walk away from this? How am I going to deal with this? I've kind of like got the, not necessarily he's got the world in his hands, but it's almost like it's in your hands. Whatever this, the choice is yours, right? This is what I have, and this is what I have to work with, and I have to make a choice. All right, so now let's look into the near future for you, Cancers. Oop. All right, we've got Page of Pentacles here, so we've got another page. We've got the Hierophant. See, this is all very it kind of does make me think of the Hind card when the Hind was talking about grace and subtlety. Like, you've got, Temperance there, the Emperor, now you've got the Hierophant. Like, these are all cards that are like, okay, something needs to be done, and a choice needs to be made, and, the only way to do it is to make this choice and try not to make it hard, or put a ton of emotion into it and turn it into something insane. So let me get one more card here. The World. Yeah, so like I said, oh, sorry, my phone. I don't want noises happening while I'm doing readings, so let me just get the volume adjusted here. My apologies, Cancers. All right, there we go. So we have another page here, which is a Messenger. And like I said, I told you that the Pentacles suit had a lot to do with money and work as well as Wands. And now we've kind of got that verification here that it has something to do with your material possessions. It could very well have to do with your work. We've got the Hierophant here, which is all about like following processes, and sometimes it's about marriage or like courthouses, things like that, like an institution almost, or doing something in an institutional way. But then you've got the World card here, so this could be the end of a cycle, which very much lines up with this Eight of Cups here. It's kind of like a walking away from something or ending some part of a cycle so that you can start over again, start fresh, right? And again, with this Hierophant here, we've got quite a few majors here. We've got Temperance, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the World. So it looks like right now you have some choices to make, and again, like the Two of Wands here is your choice. This Page of Wands here is like looking back at a path and trying to make a choice. And then clearly here, you've got a map on the ground, and you've got, you're standing there flipping your coin with arrows pointing two different ways. So it's very clear that there's a choice that you need to make. And it looks like whatever this choice is that you need to make, it's going to be ending a cycle for you somehow. Usually when I see the World, it means that it's for the better. It's like an ending that leads to something better. So that's what I have for you, Cancers, for the month of January. Thank you so much for watching my reading. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my readings. Share with your friends. I really appreciate you. Thank you.